Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sumutasya ekadantasya kapilo gajakarnakaha lambodharasya vikato vignarajo vinayakaha धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः पालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्यद्वरदवक्त्राढ्याः पारिषद्याः परस्ततं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सच्चिदानंद रूपाय कृष्णाय अतिष्ठकारिणे नमो वेदांत वेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्ज भास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिम् सहस्रमूर्ते पुरुषोत्तमस्य सहस्रनेत्राननपादबाहोः सहस्रनाम्नां स्तवनं प्रचक्तं निरुच्यते जन्मजरादिशान्त्यै. Let me turn the light on. Now, with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue where we left off in our last session. We took part of Slokam 42. So 42, Vyavasayo Vyavasthanas Samsthanasthanado Dhruvaha Paradhik Paramaspashta Tushta Pushta Subhekshanaha. He said, Paradhi Paramaspashtaha. Paradhi means one who's the Lord endowed with unlimitless Aiswaryam. Paramaspashtaha, one who's so beautiful. And Tushtaha, and always in bliss. And we call it a Santushtaha. Tushta also means contentment because Bhagavan has no need for anything. And Pushtaha, we came up to that point, Purnam. That means he is complete. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnam Udachyate. Purnamadaya, Purnameva, Vasishyate. So, but it's seriously that is true. It is not a mathematical equation. See, in spiritual mathematics, we are all taught from young age that 1 plus 1 equal to 2, right? And that's where our wrong education begins, and then we build on that. 1 plus 1 is actually 1. Think about it. Okay? I believe there is a blog I've written on that. You might want to refer to that. Okay? It was a while ago. 1 plus 1 is actually 1. And this story I will share with you that happened with Swami, which I know you would like to hear. Okay, for sure. When Swami was coming in the darshan hall, and there are different groups of people going for the darshan. People go, some of them go alone, some of them go in organized groups, like different parts of the world. All parts of the world people come. And so there's one group sitting there, and each group has a leader, right, as a person who coordinates. Right, a leader does not mean really leader, but coordinates the activity. That's responsibility. Swami would definitely generally be talking to him. Right? Person whoever is the representative. So Swami comes along the darshan line, and the group is sitting there. And Swami beautifully always asks how many, in order to conduct a conversation, not that he doesn't know. How many? And then the leader of the group gets up and says, Swami, 49. And Swami says, no, I'm also part of you. So he walks away. Next day, he comes on the darshan line again. Same group is sitting there. He asks, how many? Now this time, these people are wives. So this is 50, Swami. No, I'm with each one of you. And then he walks away. So next day, darshan line, again Swami comes, and the group is sitting. How many years? Now, by this time, these people have really become quite wise. So they say 98, Swami. Swami says, no, 1. And then he goes away. So it's very important to how we are. A child doesn't have this problem. A newborn child really does not have this problem. Right? It's only we instill this differentiation. The differential calculus we begin right at the age of whatever it is, 3 months or 6 months or whatever, right? This is book that is stable. This is so it begins, right? And so 1 plus 1 is actually 1. And so Purnam Adaha is Purnam is a beautiful concept, okay? And we are all, Swami says, who are you really? We are all zeros. And I've had a beautiful discussion with my one of my bosses a long time ago. I said, you are a zero. I said, zero. He said, I'm very happy to be a zero, I told him. So I want to be a zero because why we think zero is it's a valueless number, and zero by itself has no value. We all know that. But only when you put a 1 before it, then it starts getting value. That 1 is Bhagavan. Without Bhagavan, I have no value. Really. So we should really be the zeros in life instead of having the self-deceit and deception that we have, self-conceit that we have, right, of self-importance. I'm this, I've achieved this, right? What have you really achieved if you really think about it? One of my friends asked me, they're collecting information on all our people who have all achieved things, right, in our group, in our engineering things, whatever. I paid off my mortgage, I've done this, I've done, my part of that is blank. Really, I haven't achieved anything. The only achievement is to really grab and embrace a lotus feet. There is nothing else. And so anyway, so Purnam Adaha is Purnam is that Pushta is Purnam. That is really full in such a way that you take something from it, it doesn't make any difference. You add something to it, doesn't make any difference. Right? You subtract, multiply, nothing makes, it is what it is, period. And every one of our experience, not intellectual understanding of the experience. Every one of our experience is Purnam. You cannot add or subtract. It remains what it is. Everything else changes. That's why experience is what Bhagavan is. So yat bhavam tat bhavati. So that's how Ekoham Bahusyam. So he appears in so many varieties of experiences in the way I want it to happen. My desire, that bhavam. Right? That Purnam is nothing but prema. Think about it. Love. So if I share my love with you, what happens to it? Did it increase or did it decrease? Did I lose anything? Nothing. Isn't it? It is what it is. Really, just to bring it down onto a personal level, you will benefit. We come up to that point. Tushtaha, pushtaha, subhekshanaha. Subhekshanaha. Now, beautifully, Sankara Bhagavad tells us so nicely. Swami always asks, Avatar Purushan, have to be very, very careful. Careful in the sense, not lose that moment, because you cannot take it for granted. The moment comes, Bhagavan comes in front of you and asks you, what do you want? The same way we read in Bhagavatam, and that he asked Dhruva, he asked Prahlada, he asked all these bhaktas, what do you want? What do you want? So we all read it and we hear it and go away. No. Swami is also asking you and Swami is asking me every second. Okay? We have to be very careful in understanding Bhagavatam. It is not a book. It is not a Slokam. It is not something you do Saptaham and say, I've done Sabhavat Saptaham. It doesn't mean anything. There's really, how can you narrate Bhagavan's glories in 7 sections or 7 days or whatever? It's impossible. As he says in even Adi Sankara with his 1,000 tongues, okay, and from time immemorial is still reciting Bhagavan's glory and still hasn't found the end of it. It's what Bhagavatam says. So we must keep that in mind, that never make a fall into the automatic trap. We all think, Bhagavad the book, immediately do this and then have a nice dinner afterwards, right? But that's not the way. You have to be, it's a continuous 24/7 continuum that goes on. So that means Swami is not just for Dhruva and Prahlada and Dhyanis and all that. It's also very much for me. Must have bring him close to you as your most personal dear friend, the dearest relative, dearest everything. And then when Swami says, what do you want? What will your answer be? My father-in-law told me about this a long time ago. When I said, be very careful. Swami will come and ask, what do you want? At that time, what do you answer? Even though you prepare ahead of time, at that moment, it may not happen. You may forget. You may actually have a blank mind. It has happened. Whatever preparations you have, okay, and it doesn't matter. When we were in a group and I was counting how many people were present, because not everybody comes someday, people may be late or whatever, right? So you have to be very precise. That is, I counted the numbers, had the numbers ready. But when the question came, I wasn't sure whether it was 28 or 29. I'm not joking. So mind plays, so you cannot rely on your mind, on your intellectual preparation. But Bhagavan appreciates the efforts you put in. Always sincere efforts you put in. Always, that's where he grades you. You get an A mark, great if you put in good effort. Not the result, not your skills. No. Sincere effort. Because nimitta karanam, the instrument is sharp and performing well, is what he's working on, right? So what do you want? What will your answer be? The Swami comes and asks you, Bhagavan comes and asks you. Asking all the time. But right now, the whole universe is asking you that question. What do you want? What will your answer be? Have you thought about it? Swami, make my stomach ache cure. Okay, fine. Then stomach ache will be cured. Cancer is cancelled. Gone. Is that what you really want? Think. Because you may get maybe one chance. You don't know how many births, I don't know. So, some people say, Swami, I want mukti. Okay. That's a very funny question, a funny answer in my opinion. Unless you are so ripe, you know what mukti is. All right? If you go and buy a 2% milk, organic milk, you know exactly what it is. Very clear in our mind. But I want mukti. I don't know what on earth mukti is. Really seriously. Think. How can you ask for something you really don't know? Think for a second. So you cannot waste that moment. But people ask for mukti. Okay. But maybe you really yearn the way Radha yearned for it when she merged with Krishna. The beautiful final moments of Radha. Because she had gone through all that. And that she's nothing but narrating our own life, my own life, for example. That's what she narrates beautifully. But that yearning comes, and then you say, yes, this is over. That's enough. All this drama that has been going on. I played all the roles he wanted me to play. I'm tired of it. I want to get back home. Fine. If you have that yearning and feeling that mukti, Swami, give me mukti. Okay. Some people might say, I want to get a Mercedes Benz. I want to enjoy life. I want $1 million, whatever it is. I want to travel the world, right? I want to go on this cruise. I want to educate my children in the best universities, What? I want to buy a big house, whatever. So what we call as worldly enjoyments, bhogam. That also you have to ask him only, okay? Whatever you want, right? So that's fine. Then the Subhekshanaha is the one who grants moksham for those who yearn for moksham. He gives bhogam for those who yearn for bhogam. And now sometimes we do things that our conscience pricks, right? And whatever you do, you can't escape the pricking of the conscience. It doesn't matter. I may have done something at the age of 21, maybe 91, and still ding, 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 the thing will pricking you. Where or not you go to get rid of that prick, Swami, please, I know I've done something wrong, right? I've hurt someone, let's say, with my words. I can see the reaction from the person. Not only the person that I've spoken harshly to is hurt, but I am also hurt because impossible. When I hurt you, it's impossible for me not to be hurt in return. It's not possible. I can put on whatever face I want, put up whatever face, smile and ignore it and all that, but you cannot run away from it. We all know that, right? So where do I go to assuage the so-called sins I've committed, the guilt I have? I go to him. So Subhekshanaha is the one who also, Swami, please remove my sins, eliminate, pulverize the final fire. Yes, he will remove that for you. Karmat bhamsine namaha, Sarva karmat bhamsine namaha. Always. So that is Subhekshanaha. And we have questions. Some of us are inclined towards learning spiritual teachings. Sarvadharman Paritejya Mam Ekam Saranam Praja. So what is Saranam? So what is surrender? You don't understand. So you have the question, you have the doubt. Okay? And so the teaching comes. Speak the truth. Yeah, true. I have an idea what truth is, but when the situation comes, it's okay. I kind of fudge it. Don't say it fully, partly. How to speak sweetly, right? So many questions we have. The moment you enter the spiritual path, questions abound in the beginning. If you're a true seeker, questions abound. Nothing wrong, because that's what mind, the nature of the mind is to cause and what do you call, put a seed on the ground. It puts the seeds of doubt only. That's the quality of mind. Where the heart knows, no doubt. So this is why the heart always will find the goal, not the mind, not the intellect. Intellect only throws more doubts. If you really think about it, okay, it may give it. Actually, it's even very bad. Sathya Baba, studies Baba, beautifully teaches. You make your point and don't even try to follow it up. Don't make a big deal. Don't try to substantiate it. No, because whatever has to happen is happening. The moment you start getting into an argument, a debate, and a discussion, only more confusion will come and more ego will flare up, more self-conceit, and you may lose a friendship also. Nobody wins an argument. Nobody. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita, what does Vyasa say? Samvadam is what he says, right? So anyway, so you have some doubts, you take it to him. Subhekshanaha is the one who removes and clarifies your doubts. Whatever you want. See, you want moksham, or you want bhogam, you want to remove all your guilt feeling, or you want to clear your doubts, and that is Sakala Samsaya Haraha. Sakala Samsaya Haraya Namaha, they say. That's all the one who removes all your doubts. The beauty is the role a doubt plays. See, everything is nimitta karana in creation. There is nothing that is wasted. Nothing is wasted in creation. I may waste things, but nothing is wasted. Okay? So, if there is a doubt comes, it means it's performing a role. And what does the role it perform? It gives you, in its wake, clarity. Right? A doubt comes, immediately in its wake, clarity comes. And who gives the clarity? Bhagavan. When I take the doubt to him, it's clarified. If I take my doubt to somebody who's only limited knowledge like me, doubt will not be clarified. That's an important lesson to learn. The teacher is always within. Now, the teacher who's within The same teacher is within each one of us. That is prema only. That teaches in infinite ways. It may teach me through you. We may utter a word. You may give me a book. I may open it and learn. Or somewhere I hear something. In so many ways it can happen. But the teacher is only within. So the moment I ask the question to that teacher, that doubt gets clarified. 100% sure. Guaranteed. From my own personal experience, I can tell you that. But the clarity comes and you know immediately, and it is beyond your intellect. Okay? So, we are operating on the plane of our mind. So easy. The mind is actually controlling us. Now, suppose I go beyond this, so what we call as intelligence, the IQ and all is really on the mental plane only. That is our intelligence. So, and you think we understood something, right? And a small child comes and asks us a question on what we have understood, we won't be able to answer. Impossible. Right? We also know I can answer only up to a point. The heart, in other words, the hridayam, absolutely the clarity and certainty that is done for not only this birth, for all birth to come. This is the beautiful blessing we have, as Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. If I take half a step in this janmam, next janmam, I will start from that half step only, not from zero. If I go to first grade, next I start in first grade. This is so beautiful. So imagine if I have to go back and start every time from zero, how difficult it will be. Okay, that does not mean I shouldn't put the effort, okay, and that I should still try to graduate this birth. That's another point. So one who removes all the doubts. Now, what about not doubts, but I want to understand the teachings. Sakala Tattva Bodhakaya Namaha, we say. Not only Sakala Samsaya Haraya Namaha, one who clarifies all doubts, but also who teaches all the Sakala Tattvam, all the scriptural teachings, and finally the Tattvam Asi, principle itself. Who teaches that Bodhakaya or Bodhakaha? That is Subhekshanaha. One who does all this, Subhekshanaha. Finally, the one who who removes the ajnanam. Okay, ajnana means once the ignorance is removed, the knowledge is always shining. You don't have to. Knowledge doesn't come from outside. Knowledge does not come from outside. Long time ago, and I learned this from one of Swami Vivekananda's lectures, that was such an eye-opener, because he says knowledge is what is already in man. It is like peeling a layer of an onion, onion layers, take it, peel like this. So if I understand 2 + 2 = 4 means, that layer is open, peeled. That's all. If I understand how to perform neurosurgery, I study and all that knowledge, then the layer is peeled. But that is something within. That's not coming from outside. So whatever, for example, you think that you have understood in whatever I am saying, it is not from me, your understanding. That's the truth. The truth is it's already within you. So one layer is removed. Then that shines. Okay? So ultimately, this layer that I am trapped in is I am not God. I'm separate from God. I'm separate from Bhagavan. I'm separate from Prema. I mean, that's a ambit I'm operating under, right? You can all see. If yad bhavam tad bhavati. I feel I'm separate. So I'm operating in a separated field. That is the final layer that has to be removed. That is the ajnanam. One who removes that in the way, at what time, how, when, to whom, all those only he knows. When the yearning is there, that ignorance, that ajnanam, that final layer, the final wheel is removed by him. Go from Ajna Chakra to Sahasraram is they say that you require Guru. Only Guru can take you from here to Sahasraram. Till then, I have to make the effort. When the effort is there, if I take one step, Bhagavan take 1,000 steps. So, I say small effort, he helps me guide all the way. But once I come to this, because he's happy with all the efforts I've done, from here to go into Sahasraram, only Guru can do that. That Guru is Bhagavan. We have seen that many times. That's what happened to Parikshit. So at this point, mind ceases to be. There's no desire. Desire is nothing. Mind is nothing but bundle of desires. So there is zero desire. But the feeling of separation still exists. This is amanaskaha, as they say here, in the Ajna Chakra. And when that's what happened, Parikshit, before he merges with Krishna, and then when Sukamuni at that point starts narrating the birth of Krishna to him, which is the most divine story that everybody must listen continuously. And that point, from there to Sahasraram, then the snake bites, he has no sense of differentiation. He sees only Krishna everywhere. That thing can be taken only by a Guru. And that is Subhekshanaha. Not only does he grant me my Mercedes Benz, but he also grants me, removes my Ajnanam and gives me Jnana, so that Jnanam itself shines. He doesn't give me Jnana. Bhagavan does not. Nobody gives Jnana, which is already, you already have the Jnana. Okay? Subhekshanaha. So that auspiciousness, that Sundaram, Satyam, Sivam, Sundaram, that Sivam, that Sundaram, that auspiciousness, Mangalagaram, that beauty, okay, that is Subhekshana. Okay. Now, in Parasara Bhattar's experience, this is where he talks about, he relates this to Rama Avatar. Okay. We call it, it's our words, we say Advaitik, Vasishtadvaitik and all that. But immediately the moment I use this word, our mind goes into that particular channel, right? So it gets trapped. No, it should not happen like that. You should enjoy it regardless of whatever the words are, whatever the classifications are, should never get trapped into one channel. Then you will miss the beauty of it. But suppose, how did Rama appear? That interaction, the interrelationship between the Bhakta and Bhagavan in the Rama Avataram is what Parasara Bhattar enjoys. He says, Subhekshanaha, see, Ikshanaha, Subha, Ikshanaha, right? And Subham, Mangalam, right? Mangalam means well-being, contentment, really bliss, where there is no want. The moment I have no want, that moment is Mangalakaram. We all have experienced it. Ikshanaha is that vision that Bhagavan gives. So that is how Rama was, because had eyes, it was so cool. When Bhagavan vision falls on you, such a cooling, comforting effort it has. Like the way, as especially for a bhakta, not for others also, very beautifully it happens in nature, is talking about different types of bhakti. Okay, you may have heard, but how a monkey carries a baby monkey. What does a baby monkey do? It clings on to the mother. And the mother monkey jumps from tree to tree, branch to branch, jumps up, down from the tree and jumps up. The baby monkey is not bothered even in the least bit. It just holds on to his mom. Right? That is one way of bhakti. So hold on to Bhagavan's lotus feet as I told the story to you all probably many times before, is when Swami came along on the Darshan line, and as he's passing through, one lady said, Swami, I'm holding on to your feet. And Swami passed, stopped and came back. Said, what will you do if I kick you? Then her answer was, Swami, I will hold on to them even stronger. And Swami said, Chala Sandoshamu. I'm very happy. Then what? That's what Bhagavan wants. Whatever happens, I hold on. I'm not going to let go. That is what the baby monkey does. That's one way of devotion, bhakti. Now take a look at a cat. What does a mother cat do? It grabs the baby cat, the kitten, by its neck, and then it carries wherever it goes. In both cases, the babies have no work to do. In one case, it's holding on. Let mother take care. The other case, mother actually grabs you and then takes you wherever you want to go. Another form of bhakti. Like Jataparata is a classic example and a story that we have heard. Right? Whatever you do, right? You take care. Not it's you. It's all you. It's your job. Whatever you want, make it happen. Right? You're talking of surrender. I'm giving you some examples of surrender. Now, there is even another beautiful form of bhakti that completely floored me when I heard this from Swami. All the universe is a university. All we have to do is open our eyes to it. Everything is teaching us. Okay, we forget. We don't even notice. And how does a mother tortoise do? The mother tortoise is on the other bank of the river. The baby tortoise is on this side. Now it has to swim and go to the other side where the mother is. It looks at the mother across, and the mother from the other shore looks at the baby so lovingly. That simple vision, that simple look is enough for the baby to jump into the river and start swimming towards the mother. That is what we should be. Subhekshanaha. When Bhagavan looks at you, that is enough. Then I must, whatever effort, that confidence, that absolute dedication, that devotion, that love, force in. Nothing can stop. You understand? That's another form of bhakti. To be a beautiful form. There's no differentiation. Whatever, is our natural inclination and appeal is okay. So long as I hold on to Bhagavan in whichever way, through the vision or by himself or my holding on to the feet, key thing is to hold on to him. Subhekshanaha, Subhekshanaha. So Rama's vision was like that. Like the mother tortoise, the vision, the look was so cool and comforting, and his eyes were wide and broad, and like a fully bloomed lotus flower it was. So with that, he was conferring Mangalam to everyone. Everyone. So it's like a magnet. Like the universe is a magnet that's attracting us. Right? We're all attracted. So Bhagavan himself is a magnet. Right? When himself, everybody like flock to him. And without any difference to anybody, but everybody, the same cool light was being spread just by his look. That is Subhekshanaha. And so I took some time to go through this because it's such a beautiful, just imagine, this is what Bhagavan, so just hearing about his glory makes our day, isn't it? So Subhekshanaha. Okay. Now, 38, so we'll do one more. Okay. That Ramaha will take. Now, Ramyate iti Ramaha is what? The name Rama was given by Vasishtha in the Namakaranam time. Vasishtha comes there and the babies are all, properly laid out on silk cloth that are put on golden plates and on top of a bed of rice, not the rice paddy, and Dasaratha is called Vasishtha to name the babies. So comes very close to the first baby. The moment he goes close to the baby, that little infant, 10 days old, looks at Vasishtha and gives a beautiful smile, a smile of familiarity. Like, I know you already, like it's familiar. And that brought tears to Vasishtha's eyes, who is a Brahma Rishi, one of the Sapta Rishis. Okay, yes, this is what happened. When even the yogis, like even Sukha Muni, the tears of the bliss was pouring out from his eyes. Pulagangidam, we say in Tamil, his cheeks and all that. Sukha Muni was describing the Leelas of Krishna, and he went into Samadhi so many times. Sukha Muni, who has no sense of differentiation. You can't even call him a yogi or anything like that. Beyond all that, that's what happened. That attraction, that sweetness, indescribable sweetness that simply attracts and confers bliss only, an unending, never-ending bliss. Okay, that is Rama. Samyati iti Rama. So that's the child gave her such a smile of familiarity to Vasishtha. Vasishtha, when he cried, he actually had drops, so he had to take his Angavastram and wipe the tears from his mouth, from his eyes. Then he says, his name be Rama, because he will give happiness and bliss to everyone, and the whole world will be happy because of him. So Ramyati, even now, if you look, as Valmiki says in Valmiki Ramayana so beautifully, as long as the sun shines, the name Rama will always be there. And that is so true. You travel around the world, you'll see the word Rama in different languages. I'm amazed at this. Amazed. Just everywhere, this even the Muslim place called Ramallah, we see in Palestine. Wherever you go to South America, you see the word Rama. There will be a part of their language. Everywhere the word Rama is resounding. That is Bhagavan's name. And now, as we were talking yesterday, how do you worship God? What name is important? So immediately, the moment I say Narayana, people think, it's an Iyengar God. The moment I say Shiva, it's an Iyer God. This is nonsense. That's what we have to de-educate ourselves. Okay, this is what I want to emphasize. The Narayana is just another name. Shiva is another name for the prema that is there. That's the way we have to look at it. There's no difference. But you know what I'm saying? We have to de-educate, unlearn, because you're operating on the wrong plane, right? But then, what does the Vedas say? We're talking about Narayana. Then somebody says, no, it's not Iyengar God. Why Narayana is important? Because it's a Om Namo Narayanaya, the Ashtakshara Mantram given to us by Vedic Rishis. The same way they've given us Panchakshara Mantram, Om Namah Shivaya. Okay? And Om Namah Shivaya is right in the center of this Yajurveda, in Rudram. Rudram is also in the center of that particular Kantam, Aranya Kantam, whatever it is, right? So it is right the chapter number 5 out of 10 chapters. On that chapter, it is right there in the center is Om Namah Shivaya. So, and these are very, very powerful. They have the vibrations that make your mind peaceful and take you closer to God. Sound vibrations are so powerful. Rishis know. Now, for us, the Tarakanamam has been given. Where is the Tyagaraja explained beautifully. If you say Narayana, the Bijaksharam, the one that gives life to that name is Ra. Same way, you say Namah Shivaya, the one that gives life to that is Ma. You remove Ra or Ma, it has no vibrations there. So if it's Ra and Ma is Rama, that's attraction. That is Ramyati Rama. So that Rama is every name is supreme, and as we also I think saw yesterday or so, what happened to Valmiki and how he was hunter, robber, and basically a highway robber, like a forest robber he was. He didn't mind killing people in order to get things, get the jewels and all that. When he tried to take that jewel from Narada's foot, when Narada came in the forest, the moment he bit into that toe to take that jewel from the toe, then he thought, my God, this is different. Then Narada started teaching him, be a good man. Yes. Well, what is a good man? Give me an example. Who is a good man? What does it mean to be good? Then Narada explains the qualities of a good man. He says, is there such a man living? And Narada says, of course. I'll tell you about him. Then he gives a story of Rama. He says Rama's name. That is good enough for you. He says, I cannot say Rama's name. Then Ratnakar says, because I'm a hunter, I'm a killer by things. So Mara is Mara means to kill. So okay, say Mara. Then he starts saying Mara, which becomes Rama. Then he becomes a Valmiki, because Narada then comes after this tapas is done. See, then he confers on him. There is a great Rishi. So there is no difference. The moment I start uttering Bhagavan's name, I become pure. That power this name Rama has got. Taraka Namam. Every Namam Bhagavan is Taraka Namam. Okay, Taraka means it takes you across, it gives you freedom. Then what is so special about Rama? It is so easy and simple. We all want shortcuts in life. Isn't it? The shortest cut is Rama. As sitting on top of our Mount Kailas, right? But Parvati asks, you all know what does Shiva answer to help to people like you and me. Just say Rama, that is enough. That is enough. But say it with love. Say it with prema. And to be able to say once with prema, just once, with that absolute detachment from everything else, and just with only for Swami only, I say Rama so lovingly and exclusively and totally. In order to do that bhavam, I have to keep repeating it so many times. Then the sweetness will come. Right? Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.